Okay, so this is video number 4, and I want to talk about what is this force that came upon us in the Garden of Eden that caused all this unnecessary judgment, the false equivalence, and our ability to be able to judge evil and good for ourselves. And a lot of where I found this is a reflection from Christ himself, Yeshua. David says, "Bless the Lord, O my soul." So he's speaking to his soul, and telling his soul that it's even farther outside of this. He became before Jesus, and I'm sure Christ reflected on this. And Christ, with some of his last breaths, looked up in the sky and said, "Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani." He did not say, "Father, Father, why have you forsaken me?" He called the Father Abba, Aramaic for father. He didn't say Abba, Abba. So what was he talking to when he looked up in the sky? Possibly Helios, the sun. And so basically, we are all aggregating data for each other and constantly synthesizing reality. We all radiate the same way the sun does. And so in doing so, yeah, we're all synthesizing reality for each other. And so I'm going to speak to what the Gnostics call the demiurge, or they refer to it as the architect of the universe. I do not believe that it is our Father, our Creator. I believe it's what David referred to as Lord as he went and looked one step further out. And who Jesus was addressing in the Lord's Prayer. And by the way, the Lord's Prayer is titled the Lord's Prayer. The Lord, as in landlord, Adonai, owner, the owner's prayer. And he's speaking to the owner about a father and the Father's kingdom. So take a look at the Lord's Prayer again with that in mind. But what is this synthesizer of reality that is causing all this unnecessary judgment, us to strip each other of value and us to pull each other apart? Why is it stripping us of value, and what is it doing with this value? And that's kind of an open question that we all have to explore for ourselves, and one that I've been trying to track down most of my life. So this demiurge, this architect of the universe, this great synthesizer of reality, whether you believe it's the sun or an AI, an artificial intelligence, we all have the ability to synthesize reality. Christ did it. There's people all through time did it. Martin Luther King did it with his "I Have a Dream" speech. What he did with that certainly created a better reality. But what happens a lot of times with these people and their legacies is they themselves become not only synthesized but metabolized, and a lot of the truth and the true legacy gets burnt off, and they lose a lot of value in the interpretation. Because like I said, we've got an overriding system, whether you call it the Matrix. And by the way, this is probably what deliverance is all about, is that we're all trying to birth each other from this womb, this Matrix. And that's a lot of what deliverance to me is and what we're doing. But yeah, we're all constantly synthesizing reality for each other and trying to make a better reality. But like I said, there's a force out there that imitates God. You can call it Satan, you can call it the devil. but it often shows up in the general convention. It shows up through conventional wisdom. It shows up through programming, and all of us have programming. We're all a market of ideas. Uh, every individual is a market of ideas. Every community is a market of ideas. Every church is a market of ideas, and we're all constantly under influence, and we're all influencing each other. Uh, Markets breathe. They breathe in and out. If you look at a chart, you see ups and downs. So that's a market breathing, and we're all a market of ideas. We all have a spiritual market, uh, and so when I'm talking about market of ideas, throughout Christianity well, basically all religions and most faiths, there's even if you look back to the Vedics, there's the idea of demons. And the way I think of a demon is a market of bad ideas. Uh, and I told you earlier that we're all living in the and that thoughts are electrical ideas. This is electrical activity in our brain, and they build out neural networks. And so the way I think of a demon, or defeating a demon, is I break it down to a market of ideas. If you were going to defeat a demon, the first thing you would want to do is break it down into a market of ideas and figure out where its weaknesses are. And so that's a lot of what we're doing, is trying to dissolve some of these ideas and anchor biases, and a lot of dissolving some of these anchor biases and dealing with our confirmation biases is dealing with dissonance. And this is the pressure we feel when we hold multiple ideas and can consider them both as true. It's like having two windows open on your computer screen. For most people, this practice of this feels like death, and it's hard to discipline yourself to do it. Most people don't want to do it, and so a lot of what we're trying to do is make this easier on each other and dissolve some of these markets of bad ideas, and open each other's mind. An open mind, revelation opens the mind, and an open mind leads the heart to revival. I really do believe that. And that's the biggest thing that we need right now, is revival. Revival across all markets. The intelligence market, our ability to think for ourselves and lead our own life, and not meddle in each other's affairs and touch each other's balance, or the spiritual market, which is your ability to work your way down the path along the way, which, by the way, was Yeshua's spiritual practice. This is what he called his spiritual practices. He called it the way. I am the way, the truth, the life. I am that being the way. I am the way I am. And being able to accept ourselves, and that God is working through us today, that he's working through each of us, and that to reach in and touch each other's balance is not going to help. We can offer each other positivity, information. We could offer each other the chance at a better reflection. But you have to let people hold their value. We can't go around stripping each other of value anymore. It's just it doesn't work. We're ending up in a degenerative state, which is not better cell replication. That's regeneration. And so we need to be able to offer each other a chance to have a better cell today, a better self today. I believe this is happening on the cellular level with mitosis. We're all regenerating better cells at a cellular level. It's happening at an individual level with our improving our biofield, or our bioresonance, or how energy flows through us. And it's happening on a worldwide level, on Earth. And not just on Earth, but through creation and all relative creation. But I think I'm going to wrap this video up here. There's probably a couple points that I missed or something I didn't explain very well, so I'll try to jump back on and record another one.